Hello everyone, my name is Alifa Jasmine Aulia, and today I will present my research paper with the title The Impact of Environmentally Sustainable Practices in the Beauty Industry Influences Indonesian Generation Z Purchasing Intention. I have a co-writer, Kak Ilham Fauzan Putra, and we're from School of Business and Management, Institut Teknologi Bandung, Indonesia. For the introduction, more and more people are willing to spend their money for the needs of taking care of their own skin and face beauty by purchasing beauty merchandise shown by the growing market of beauty products. And in Indonesia, the beauty and health industry has experienced a substantial growth over the years, with a 5% increase in the first quarter of 2023, and the projections also suggest that this growth will continue, reaching an estimated 9% by 2026. The growing emphasis on sustainable lifestyles is a key aspect of the current consumer behavior. Consumers are increasingly focused on purchasing only what they need, reflecting a broader shift towards sustainability. This shows a development towards environmentally conscious consumers. And many of Generation Z identify themselves as environmentally sensitive, with a significant portion of them expecting corporate and organizational contributions to sustainability. In response to that, environmentally sustainable practices like eco-friendly packaging, ethical sourcing, and vegan-friendly formulations are gaining traction. However, the extent to which these practices translate to consumer behavior, particularly among environmentally conscious demographics like Generation Z, remains under-investigated in the Indonesian context. The lack of knowing environmentally sustainable habits could limit young Indonesians' choice to buy, could block companies' marketing strategy. It may keep beauty brands from winning over this up-and-coming group of shoppers. And this research aims to guide beauty firms in crafting plans that boost their green efforts. With the focus on Indonesia, it will show how these brands might incorporate eco-friendly steps into their work, and importantly, how this controls the buying choices of the Generation Z there. By doing so, they can grasp chances on the horizon and gear up for trials ahead. In Indonesia, such assistance from our research will prove crucial for cosmetics brands seeking greener paths. They will learn not just about associating sustainable acts into their businesses, but also about the effects these actions have on young shoppers' minds, prior to them to seize fresh prospects and face the coming challenges with ease. Moving on to the literature review, for the first in beauty and personal care industry, the importance of beauty lies in its capacity to generate a higher self-awareness and the pursuit of self-esteem among individuals. And since the ancient Egypt times, people used natural substance to take care of their skin and hair. And it leads to the creation of major beauty and personal care companies in the 20th century. This industry is also having a shift towards a more eco-friendly due to the change in lifestyles and mindsets. And the rise of popularity of natural makeup also shows that the shift that is happening in this industry. For the environmentally sustainable practices, my findings are: environmental sustainability involves the organizational awareness of meeting current needs while protecting the environment for the next upcoming generations. Therefore, organizations develop sustainable strategies during economic growth, aiming to expand the resources of utilization and to improve their reputation, broaden their market reach, revenue, and probability. Thus, it will reflect to their company's efficiency. In the use of environmentally sustainable practices in beauty industry, I found that eco-friendly product packaging includes innovative and personalized packaging, online shopping, and also recyclable packaging. And in the topic product ingredient transparency, in 2020 itself, clean beauty became the catch. Consumers and shops both craved brand truth. As demand for full disclosure grew, a giant retailer chain in the USA, Target, took a firm stance that every perfume and cream must write its true content on its packaging. And in Generation Z, the rise of the technology and appropriate environment had helped construct the generation habit, as they were the first generation to grow up with an internet side by side in their life. The Generation Z itself accounts for people born from 1995 to 2010, and the cohort were born when the rise of the internet had just begun to widespread. The Generation Z stands apart as a cohort. Unique traits and views at every turn await for our discovery. They influence areas from education to public wellness campaigns, all through market strategies and beyond. From the previous literature review, there were 4 hypotheses to be tested. The first one is refillable packaging in beauty product will positively affect consumer purchasing intention. Hypothesis number 2, beauty product packaging made from eco-friendly materials such as biodegradable, recycled plastics, and paper will positively affect consumer purchasing intention. The third hypothesis, company implementing product ingredient transparency will positively affect consumer purchasing intention. And the last hypothesis, environmentally sustainable practices in beauty companies will positively affect purchasing intention. For the methodology of this research paper, for the research design, I used quantitative research approach to assess how an independent variable impacts the dependent variable. And for the data collection, we use questionnaire as a primary data, literature review as a secondary data, and convenience sampling. The convenience sampling was used since the respondents to the distributed survey were chosen based on their availability and shared characteristics. In this context of research, respondents share the same age range, geographic location, familiarity with beauty products, and survey-taking willingness. And for the data analysis, we use regression and correlation analysis to analyze our data. Moving on with the findings and discussion, our data collection collected 153 respondents with a percentage of 45 male and 108 female, with all of them are Generation Z from 14 to 29 years old, with a majority of students or college students, and 139 respondents have heard about sustainable or eco-friendly beauty products. For the first hypothesis, the independent variable were the use of refillable packaging with the dependent purchasing intention, and both values accounts for less than 0.05, suggesting the independent variable has a positive impact on the dependent variable. The results for hypothesis 2, which is independent variable, the use of eco-friendly packaging materials, and dependent variable purchasing intention, it shows that all 3 values has positive impact. All 3 values of the independent variable has a positive impact on the dependent variable. Same for the hypothesis 3. With independent variable of providing product ingredient transparency and dependent variable purchasing intention, the value account for less than 0.05, suggesting the independent variable has a positive impact on the dependent variable. For the last hypothesis, with the independent variable conducting environmentally sustainable practices and dependent variable purchasing intention. Both values also accounts for less than 0.05, suggesting that the independent variable has a positive impact on the dependent variable. With all the analysis conducted in this paper, we can conclude that beauty companies are integrating ESPs or environmentally sustainable practices to their operational activities and the overall business strategies to a certain extent. Second one, this is influenced by the growing demand of consumers, specifically among Generation Z consumers, where they urge for a more environmentally friendly and sustainable products. And based on the data analysis we have conducted using regression and correlation, there are 4 statistically significant variables measured from the strongest and the weakest influence to purchasing intentions, such as conducting environmentally sustainable practices. Second, using eco-friendly packaging materials. Third, the use of refillable packaging. And the last, providing product ingredient transparency. With this knowledge, I can recommend beauty companies to start shifting their business operational to a more sustainable way stated previously. These ESPs will have a positive impact on consumer behavior by increasing purchasing intention for future buying decision making. ESPs affected positively not only on purchasing intention, but they will add brand perception and loyalty. Their trust in the brand translates into a higher level of purchasing intention, as these consumers feel buying environmentally sustainable products is one of the ways in contributing to preserving the environment. Thank you for your attention. I hope this research paper will be helpful for the manager and the companies and the public. Thank you.